Bash home/in/delete key is inserting a tilde, or if preceded by escape key, 1, 3 tilde. In Bash, the home/in/delete key is inserting a tilde, or if preceded by escape key, 1 tilde. So I type, echo help, move cursor to hell vertical bar LP and type delete, and bam, I got tilde. Also, I type, echo help, move cursor to hell vertical bar LP and type escape then delete, and bam, I got 3 tilde. My version of Bash. What I want is behavior like cmd.exe. I want escape to clear the current line, buffer. I want home to move cursor to start of line before first character. I want in to move cursor to end of line before first character. I want delete to delete the next character, right of cursor, from current line/buffer. What do I have to edit to fix this? Is this default on your Bash? Update, I'm on a Windows machine running a Windows program, sh.exe, as you can see above new Bash, compiled with Ming from Z's.
You customize bash via .inputter file in your /home/username, you can copy the default. Here is mine, comments start with hash. To find out what you need to type in your inputter on the left side, the escape code, as it can vary between laptop/desktop, at the prompt type, echo comma then type Ctrl V followed by the key, like home, then type. Example. Then replace each with \e and \m for alt. Theoretically you'd use \c for control, but it currently doesn't work. Windows limitation. The available commands, like backward kill line, are listed in this URL. You can view existing keyboard shortcuts /bindings with bind p or don't mess with term cap.
Check for installation of Redline. When this happens on a minimal installation of recent Debian/Ubuntu, it's probably because you haven't installed the Redline common package. Simply installing the package will solve it. For example, on Docker with Debian stretch typing ls home. Please note that after installing Redline common it will only have effect on new login shells.
Well, since you say you're working on Windows and not using a proper terminal emulator such as PuTTY, with Mimiti, PuTTY Side et al., I would recommend you consult the Redline documentation and learn the shortcuts for Redline. It'll be better in the long run. If you were to use a terminal emulator instead of the console window, not talking about the interpreter/shell here, that comes with Windows, you get a more configurable alternative. Once you attempt using other programs like Vim, things will only get worse. The gist: use a proper terminal emulator, even on Windows, or learn the Redline shortcuts. I tested the ones I use most just now and they work with mzs.bat. The file to edit would be /user/share/terminfo, which doesn't exist in Memu. Use tick to compile rules, which isn't even included because everyone knows that the support would be severely crippled. However, I haven't seen any useful development to make this even near usable on Windows. This is why you should use a proper terminal emulator in the first place. But I'm sure a surgeon will be able to use a kitchen knife for surgery, so why shouldn't you use the Windows built-in console Windows? Good luck.
I found the following helpful as well, this URL. Specifically, if your keys are not working, it could be because your particular terminal sends escape codes not in this list. First, you need to find out what escape codes are being sent. To see them, you can use a Redline command called quoted insert or run the command showKeyScanCodes, which outputs the value of a key verbatim. The default binding for quoted insert is Ctrl+V. For example, you could give the following series of inputs in your terminal. And get as output $14. The indicates an escape character in your shell, so this means that your home key has an escape code of 1 and your end key has an escape code of 4. Since these escape codes are not listed in the default Redline config, you will need to add them. Note that Redline uses \E to indicate an escape character. The relevant piece for me was putting this in input.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.